and how it reminds me always with these webinars how powerful we are as a creator, that we often forget that or neglect that aspect of us. And what I'd like to focus on over the summer actually is exactly that, to create a series about how powerful we are and to live it, not to be ashamed of it, not really activating our gifts, really activating who we are as a being, embodying it, living it. And this is the time that, with this great shift that's happening in the world at the moment, that it is the time that we live our power and remember truly who we are. So welcome to this evening's webinar or morning's webinar, wherever you are. If you're watching the recording, it's a living recording, so you're also included in this field. And each time it's going to get stronger and stronger as the results and the field. It's a living field of information, of transformation and results, and it's going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So I remind you you can repeat it and watch it as often as you can, and it's like a single session every single time. So welcome also to anyone new who hasn't been doing the webinars. The way they work in the background. So if your mind's active, it's all okay. If you don't feel anything, it's all okay. Sometimes it takes hours, days, and sometimes weeks that the energy just keeps dropping into the system. So it works very much in the background. Some people feel more or feel different things and don't feel other things or sense different things. It's all okay. It's not that one is better than the other or getting more out of it than the other person. It's just different. It's very unique and personal. And we all have different senses and abilities, and our soul has different gifts. So we're going to all have a different experience related to how our systems are opening. Always, when I'm working with where everything's a system for me, and when I'm working with the immune system or with the system of a spirit, it's very intelligent. It always picks, say, the top, say, 5 or 6 highlight topics and transforms them. And then another 5 will pop up. So each time you're watching these or entering the field of the webinars, it's going to keep working through different layers and different aspects, which will help you remember who you are or resolve what's in the way or what's frozen or what's ready to be transformed. So your DNA, beautiful. I'm so grateful to you all for being part of this webinar. And it's really an important time on this planet to take ownership of your DNA and you as a creator, living it and being it, totally embodied and dropping out of all these old fields of fear or where we gave our power to different systems, which is not creation, where we lost our confidence in our immune system, where we lost our confidence in who we are as a creator. And that could have been in your school, that could have been your self-confidence, that could have been someone said something to you. So it's very easy to, as a child growing up, to leave some of our talents behind or even in a relationship. So these webinars are about really stripping away what's in the way of who you are as a being, as a creator. And then this webinar is really about embodying and clearing what is in your DNA, which is not supporting creation, as we did in the first one. If you're dropping in, I just say everything's live. If you're dropping in and you missed the first one, set the intention that you're going to watch the other one later, and your spirit will align everything now. So we are energy and vibration in this physical aspect. And the physical aspect is like the roadmap. It tells us exactly what's in our system or what we need to resolve. And the more we're in the body as spirit, the more we start manifesting. The more you're in fear or panic, the more you're disconnecting from your system, you're going to a state of the mind, the old mind, and go in a state of panic or, spiraling out of yourself rather than being in your system and getting results and getting your power, because you're dropping out of your power if you go to a state of fear. So I invite you to take a deep breath and really honoring your body and your posture, feeling your muscles or how you feel if you're sitting on a chair. I like to sit up with my spine straight and really listen to my body, or if you want to stand, or if you want to lie down and watch this while you're in bed, whatever feels right for you. When I'm working, sometimes you may get a sense that you want to sleep, and that usually comes up where the field where what's being cleared is something connected to a point in your childhood where you disassociated out of the body. So when we're in those frequencies, there is a tendency to fall asleep. I remember when I first did this work, I was constantly like just dozing off. I was leaving my body immediately because it was the old information which was being resolved. And if you can watch it till you actually don't fall asleep, and it's okay to fall asleep. But I always like to feel it and work with it till I can literally stay very conscious in the body and literally telling my spirit, or that part of my spirit that was disassociating, I'm in a different time and space. I'm not that child anymore. I'm with my child, but I'm not in the bedroom or wherever this thing happened. And I can stay in the body this time. And when you stay in the body, then the trauma information is resolved and it leaves the system. Okay, so there's a lot of new things in the field at the moment around us, and maybe it's in us. So by really honoring your spirit as a creator, and what came in very strong over the last weeks actually was our Christ consciousness energy. We have different energy fields, your Phoenix energy, your Christ consciousness energy. And I realized that when I work with that, it sort of transforms and burns up any old frequencies or residues, which is not supporting creation. And I found that the more I'm embodied and taking sovereignty of my body, of my cells, of my DNA, I notice I'm not being affected by the people around me, what's going on in the world at the moment. And also when I do just an energetic clearing each day, and it's interesting, sometimes I would see these little like black dust on my system, and I just simply in the aura, just say, okay, I release it, I shed it, and I am sovereign to my aura. And I found my system really just became very solid, and my aura became very solid. The more I'm in the body, the more I'm sovereign in the body and taking ownership of my body, the more it's like boundaries we have. So we're affected when we're out of balance and more out of the body from different trauma. So I invite you to take a deep breath again, but honoring your cells and honoring your DNA. And we're going to go into the crystalline. We all have crystalline DNA. And coding is like sacred geometry in the DNA. And I can feel a lot has cleared, but we're going to go deeper and clear more of the DNA and the cells, the liver, the kidney, all the way through the cells and the bones. And really go back into the purest form of us on a DNA level as a creator. And be aware we're physical, but we also have energetic bodies, and there's many new energetic bodies coming down. And the DNA strands as well, they're exactly the same. So you've got the denser strands of DNA, and as we go outer to the outer ones, we've much lighter frequencies. And these strands are starting to come down as the light is getting stronger. And the more you embody, the more you connect with the magnetic field of Mother Earth, the more of this frequency you can hold. And then it sort of transforms and burns up the old information as well. And once again, take a deep breath into your heart and just releasing slowly through the breath. And you can use these webinars anytime to clear your system if you feel there's something that you took on during the day or at any time. Beautiful, and the energy is open, and now your system is simply, the DNA strands are open, and the energy is moving and spiraling. And literally your being, whole being is literally going into resonance with your creator DNA strands and realigning your organs and cells and your stem cells too. Set the intention to release the first membrane around your cells, just to spirit. Connecting to, beautiful, the pineal gland, center of the brain. Even if you want to close your eyes and just sense the energy, it's okay if there's noises around you, they help us to go deeper inside. It's okay if your mind is active or there's questions. They will all be answered within your system. Breathing now, set the intention to connect to your pineal gland, center of the brain. It's your channel, your number one, your channel. And this channel goes down through your heart, all the way down to your perineum and into the heart crystal of Mother Earth. Beautiful, and breathing into your lungs. And just to answer your question, Nancy, about the shedding, I find that my system is not even responding to it. It doesn't touch my system. The more strong I'm getting into my body. So yes, they do help to clear. That's my experience. Beautiful. And now we're going deeper in, and the energy is moving. And if you imagine the color spectrum is open above us and these strands of DNA movements through the color spectrum to our whole energetic bodies and physical body. Well, like this actually. And your system will simply show up what needs to be cleared or resolved or activated. And set the intention to really take a deep breath also into the genitals and into the ovary and the testicles. And your heart frequency and creation is there. As you're aligning with and taking sovereignty of you as a creator. And how amazing we are that we can create another human. We are all the universe, we are all the creators. Beautiful. We are much more than the physical, and yet the physical is important to honor, and yet we're much more than this physical aspect. And we forgot that. So I would like to honor us as a creator being, our whole being, and to activate our whole talents, abilities, our senses. Our own superpowers. We all, as children, and all of us have these superpowers inside us, which we forgot or were told they're not good enough or they don't work. In reality, they do. Taking a deep breath into your new lungs, and how incredible you are as a being, how incredible your blood, your body, your organs, your physical heart, how perfect it is, how incredible your DNA is. How incredible it is that we can all connect from all parts of the world and share our gifts and integrate and become more whole by this connection in each location we are all over the world, in different time zones, different time and space, because we're watching it at different times as well, and yet we're all connected and we're all expanding together. How much potential we have and we don't even realize it. We were never taught this or educated to believe in this work or educated to know that we have these abilities. And you're really, setting the intention to remember who you are on a soul level with all your potential and all your potential from all your lives and star lives that can all open up. Beautiful. This is also strengthening us from the electromagnetic field. I can feel there's new information dropping in. And then there's a fine line between the truth, knowledge, the truth seekers, gaining all this access down the wormhole, and then to stay in balance with that, that it doesn't spiral us and knock us out of balance. And what a beautiful planet we're on, and nature is thriving, and we are actually thriving as well by allowing that and remembering. And remembering how powerful we are as creators in this physical aspect. Everything is possible. And all toxicity is coming out of the system. And we're unraveling from the old strands of DNA. On a deeper level, the genetic imprints. And breathing into your new lungs. And this is clearing anything that your spirit feels is in the way of you thriving. So any toxicity at all will be removed. Brainstem is coming up very strong. And if you can imagine you're breathing just something like fresh air coming up through the brainstem from your heart. Like a gentle flow or breeze, wind flowing through you. And it's okay if you're new to this, it works anyway. And this is really going deep on a brain level as well. It's almost like a brain gym. So it'll activate the brain as well. Is there any brain fog? And sharpen up the brain. I believe we can strengthen our organs, strengthen the brain, strengthen our muscles, our tissues as we grow. Everything is possible. And the body can heal itself and regenerate itself as the stem cells are regenerating skin, organs. With that intention, and we're ageless, then the system starts responding. And taking a deep breath into your cells. Going deeper and deeper into our own systems. Beautiful. I'm going to close my eyes a little bit. I can feel we're going really deep on a DNA level. So if you want to just close your eyes and stay with your body. As you're dropping deeper on the DNA level, soul level, we all have soul qualities, which is unique to each one of us. And they're coming in now and opening. Mercury and formaldehyde are coming up very strong, releasing at the moment. And more ingredients. Fluoride. and also repairing the brain barrier. And let's set the intention to release any programming of chronic illnesses that's been put into us from this life and also through our ancestral line, and reclaim sovereignty of our unique health and our experience of our unique body and organs, and releasing all information of other people's experiences of their health from our system completely, or any experimental health through medication. If I was to take any pills or anything, I would say, okay, it's a gift from God, it's creation, and it's my unique experience, and it's nothing to do with any trials or anyone else's experience. It's my unique way of healing my body. And it's my responsibility that I took, and I'm taking it. And it's directly from God, from Source. Beautiful. I can feel your spirit is really active on your DNA and your inner healing, inner wisdom. And this is clearing a lot of programming. I can feel brainwashing. It's clearing it on a much deeper level. And will make you more alert and more awake, actually, to see what is the truth in a very balanced, calm way. And opening up your potential and remembering your potential. We all have amazing potential that we don't tap into. So just opening that up even more. And connecting to the joy of life. And more, there's much more space for your spirit to come in. I can feel you're coming in really already. How are you doing? How's the shift? Your light codes are emotionally coming in, your spirit's spiraling into the cells, into the body. Beautiful, strong light coming in. Great. And you can use, as I say, you can use these webinars if you want to just put it on before you go to bed and let it play in the background. It'll really clear your system and align you. Beautiful. And going to drop into much deeper layers within the subconsciousness and the organs, or whatever's there. And also this is clearing the genitals as well, very strong at the moment, I can feel, which is crucial for bringing your soul into the body. And the energy is flowing through, opening, spiraling, releasing. More light is coming into the cells. And I invite you to breathe into your bone marrow as the bone marrow is being cleared and more light codes are coming into the bone marrow. Take a deep breath into your cells with the intention of simply breathing into and imagine a fresh and vibrant cell. And you're breathing in oxygen into every cell in your body. Your lungs are vibrant and fresh and new. Aligned. And the cells are thriving. The DNA is thriving. And if you imagine all your subtle bodies, like the Russian dolls, and imagine that some of them may be up or a little bit not aligned. So if you imagine that they're all aligning north and south pole, above and below, below and above. All your subtle bodies are aligned with your heart frequency. I always do the left, right, the directions at the end of every transformation to balance and integrate what we have done, because if we've completely changed our spirit's vibration and we've taken a massive jump, so then the energy sort of like trying to or finding itself. But I find if we do the directions each time, then the alignment happens immediately and the results come into the system. Taking a deep breath into your spinal column. Imagine the spinal fluid. And a beautiful spinal fluid is in every cell, is in your physical heart, your blood, and all your organs. And as the spinal fluid enters and gets stronger and lighter, more of your light codes can come in and more of your lighter subtle bodies will open, your DNA strands will open and activate. And when I say lighter, it doesn't mean that they're not stronger. They're actually getting stronger and stronger, but more subtle. The universe loves you. Thank you, Andrea, for that. The universe loves you and only wants you to thrive, no matter what point in your life you're at. So simply accepting that love from the universe, love of creation in you and around you, as the purest form of spirit, cellularly. It's clearing all the mindsets of I shouldn't enjoy life, or my success, or have a good time. This is clearing all this from the system. Jealousy, envy. Going back into resonance, or opening your resonance with love, self-love, nourishment. And imagine that with your breast, you're nourishing your own child inside. You're number one in your own system. And with that vibration of love and resonance of you as number one in the system, you are the universe, the center of the universe. And then the center of the universe is only vibrating on love frequency. I'll repeat that again. So the more we're almost breastfeeding ourselves with our own milk, our own life force, nourishment, and we're accepting ourselves as number one in our system, by activating that self-love, nourishment, we become one, we are the universe, and we are vibrating to the universe, the whole universe, love, nourished, safe, warmed, cozy, thriving. And inviting your whole being to be one with every cell in your body, every organ, unity, oneness, thriving. Your whole being is supporting your whole left side in a new way. Your whole being is supporting your right side in a new way. Your whole being is supporting behind you in the new way. Your whole being is supporting on front of you in a new way. Your whole being is inside you. Your whole being is below you, rooted. Your whole being is above you. Your whole being's in your backbone, your spine, supporting you in a new way. Your whole being is aligned in your channel, your vessel, in a new way. Your whole left side supports your whole right side in a brand new way. Left supports the right side in a new way. Your whole right side supports your whole left side in a new way. Right side supports the left side in a new way. Your whole front supports your whole back in a new way. It's very subtle. The energy is very subtle, but it's shifted. Front supports the back in a new way. Back supports the front in a new way. Back supports the front in a new way. Above supports below in the new way. Above supports below in the new way. Below supports above in a new way. Below supports above in a new way. Accepting your whole being is in you cellularly. I mean, all your subtle bodies. Whole. You are whole. Your whole being, your heart, and all your subtle bodies. Whole. Your whole being's in your DNA. Flowing, vibrating, creating, thriving. Breathing into your heart. Whole, aligned, free, creation, embodied, thriving, confident. All your self-confidence can flow in as you are a creator. Space. Land it. And honoring this physical vessel, the bones, my whole being's in my bones, my bone marrow, my nervous system, my whole being's in my liver, my gallbladder, my whole being's in my kidneys, my whole being's in my nervous system, my whole being's in my blood, my DNA. My whole being is in all my senses in a brand new way. Thriving. Aligned. My whole being's in my lungs and my physical heart. My whole being is in my brain and my immune system. Aligned. Whole. Beautiful. How are you feeling with your new shift, your new body, your new alignment? Beautiful. Gold light everywhere, freshness, feeling centered. Beautiful. It's really, really, this is you. You're feeling yourself embodied. You're humble. Vibrating. And that is who you are as a being. And even if that changes, remembering that's always inside us. And maybe you want to watch the webinar just to realign yourself or remember as we're having this human experience. And then in later webinars, I'm going to be really going to activate this superhero power that's in all of us and remembering it and opening it even more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's flowing, and wherever you're at within this webinar, it's perfect, it's aligned. And whatever happens after the webinar as well, it's aligned. And we're clearing, transforming, and our spirit knows. That's what I always feel very confident about. Our spirit knows how much we can move and transform and what we can handle, and is always taking good care of us. So if you feel emotions coming up or triggers coming up tomorrow, it's all perfect. It's all part of the clearing, and you're never going backwards. You're always moving forward. And if you imagine yourself like having a shower in the morning, like this beautiful golden light flowing through you, washing your subtle bodies and energetic bodies, and your new day, new vibrant day. And yeah, as a creator here on earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for this beautiful webinar that we all created together. And also I want to honor Laura Ladd as well for opening the field up so much and bringing so many beautiful like-minded beings that we're all connected as one to support each other and to transform. And maybe if you just hold space and imagine that we're in loving the whole planet and everybody here on this planet just for a few moments. And this beautiful love resonance is in the whole field now. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful morning, day, evening, wherever you are. And thank you once again. And you can watch this as often as you like and give maybe a few breaks between each one. Don't repeat directly after each other, but you'll know inside. Check inside, and enjoy. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Sergio, for setting up all these fields and supporting the space. Thank you, everyone, for all your love and support and your feedbacks. Thank you. Enjoy yourself as a creator here.